Well, it is 7 o'clock, a live look from our Elitch Gardens camera. This is a gorgeous shot right here. Doesn't it make you want to go outside, grab some popcorn, maybe funnel cake, and hit the midway? Well, thanks so much for joining us. I'm Shalima Maharaj. We'll get things over to Weather Impact Team meteorologist Chris Bianchi in a moment, but first.
What is that? What is that?
Reporters covering the White House taking cover as shots were fired nearby yesterday afternoon. Secret Service agents said a man opened fire at a security checkpoint before agents fired back, killing him. Now, the Secret Service says it happened just after 6 p.m. when a man approached the checkpoint and started shooting at officers. The agency also says a bystander was shot, but it's unclear whose round left them wounded. Now, President Trump was at the White House at the time of the shooting and was not injured. No Secret Service agents were injured. NBC reports the suspect has a documented history with local law enforcement and a history of mental health concerns. Now, you can find more on this story on our website, 9news.com. All right, time now to take a closer look at how things are shaping up outside. I mean, Chris, you were talking earlier on. I mean, we have families getting together, hosting events together, and obviously wanting the very best for the weather.
Yeah, and keep those outdoor plans. It's going to be pretty nice this afternoon. It's going to be much warmer today compared to yesterday. So really two things that stick out about the weather today. One, warmer today compared to yesterday. We're going to be in the low 80s in Denver. Number two, we will have some brief gusty sprinkles this afternoon, but these are pretty low impact, low coverage sorts of things. If you got those barbecues planned, don't plan around that. You're gonna be fine this afternoon. Just again, a few brief gusty sprinkles. Right now, mid to upper 50s around most of the metro area, 60 already out at the airport. Radar is quiet. That'll change a little bit later today. Now, you might look at this, and this is exactly kind of what we're looking at. Notice this little green dot here, a little green dot there. What we're talking about, a hit or miss, brief gusty sprinkle. Those skies will turn ominous looking around 2, 3 o'clock, but more bark than bite from those clouds. You'll just get a little gust of wind, a few sprinkles, and that'll be pretty much all she wrote. Same idea for tomorrow, and the other story as mentioned, we're in the low 80s, so a warm day, and again, a few more clouds this afternoon. However, it will turn much stormier this week. I'll tell you when in just a few minutes.
All right, thanks so much for that, Chris. Turning now to your local headlines. An 18-year-old is dead following a crash involving a semi that rolled over on I-70 yesterday morning. The crash closed the eastbound lanes of I-70 for hours. Wheat Ridge police say the semi rolled over between Ward Road and Kipling Street around 2:40 a.m. 4 other vehicles were involved in the crash. In addition to the teenager's death, 3 other people suffered serious but non-life-threatening injuries. Now, we don't know who was driving the semi and what they were carrying. The crash is under investigation. 4 people are dead after a shooting inside a home in Thornton Friday night. We're learning 2 adults and a child were killed before the suspected shooter died by suicide. Thornton police say a man shot and killed 3 of his family members. 9 News reporter Spencer Soysher has more on what we know about the investigation so far.
Engine 76, medic 76.
A little after 8 o'clock last night, Thornton police officers were called to a home at 139th and Harrison Street after a family member reported multiple people inside the home were unresponsive. Scanner audio between a dispatcher and the Thornton Fire Department alludes to what happened next.
Copy that. Further notes are requesting us to stage, and there's 3 parties down. Is that affirmative?
What was initially broadcast on the scanner as 3 people shot grew to 4.
Can you call in an additional med unit?
By morning, Thornton police said 4 people were dead. When officers entered the home, they say they found 4 people with gunshot wounds. 2 adult men, 1 adult woman, and 1 minor, a boy. Thornton police believe a 33-year-old man shot and killed 3 of his family members Friday night. The incident's being investigated as a triple homicide with a shooter who died by suicide.
And that's our Spencer Soysher reporting for us. Thornton police told us the suspect was not the person who called in the shooting to police. Right now, it's unclear what the relationship was between the suspected shooter and his 3 family members. Meanwhile, police have not publicly identified the shooter or the victims. Well, a woman has been arrested and is now facing murder charges in connection to the death of a 22-year-old Friday morning. Lone Tree police say they were called to an apartment in the 9900 block of Train Station Circle around 7:25 a.m. for a domestic disturbance. Officers found a 22-year-old Colorado Springs man injured and bleeding. He was later taken to the hospital where he died. Police say 20-year-old Lovely Rucker was questioned and later arrested. She faces a number of felony charges, including first-degree murder and second-degree assault. Meantime, a hiker is dead after experiencing a health emergency on the Manitou Incline yesterday. The El Paso County Sheriff's Office said just before 10 a.m. the incline was closed after reports of someone having breathing issues. They also asked people to avoid the 1,000 steps rest stop area. Around noon, the Sheriff's Office said the person died from their illness and the trail had been reopened. No other information has been released about the person who died.